Hello, my name is Elena Mazzi and I'm here for Art Explora cross-residency program.
Hi Elena, very nice to meet you. We are here in the city of Rijeka. Can you briefly introduce yourself and tell us what you're currently working on?
I'm an Italian visual artist. I'm continuing my research on infrastructures and ports that are connected to my PhD thesis. That talks about the Polar Silk Road. I take it as a speculative perspective to talk about ports and infrastructure in the whole world.
How does the city of Rijeka, as a port city, goes into your research?
I'm interested in general to talk about how geography influences us and politics and social aspects of it. So the city of Rijeka in that sense is really interesting because it's a very active port. For me this is a very interesting place where to look at the city, and here it's a very active spot where things are happening every day, and actually it was my first spot that I visit when I arrived.
We are in the middle of an industrial zone, surrounded by cargo shippers and also containers. How did you discover that place?
So I was just walking toward this area, but also trying to look at it from several perspectives. I love the contrast in between the houses and the industrial area, like they're so close. And I'm really fascinated by the movements in the port of the cargo containers, and they really connect to what I'm investigating in my research that actually started from this project, that it's actually a new commercial route proposed by the Chinese government to connect Northern Europe through the Arctic, that it's now melting the ice, so is navigable due to the climate change. This is also part of a bigger project called OBOR, One Belt, One Road, with the aim to connect the whole world by railway system and ships and boat. And the idea is to connect the whole world through this.
Can we say then that you are an artist, but you're also acting as a mediator and maybe also sometimes as a journalist?
For me, it's really important to learn from communities how to find out strategies to face crises or conflicts. For me, it's important to filter this relationship by listening, but also to confront it with other information, stating that we have shared intuition and intent toward giving voice to them and not really gaining something from us.
We are inside of Delta 5, an industrial building occupied and managed by a community of artists. What's your relationship with them?
I met Delta 5 the very first day I was here, and it was through the museum. So the museum connected us with this reality that it's one of the most important in town.
And did you find a way to connect what you found here with your actual research?
I think the building it's interesting because it's in this in-between legal situations, because we are almost in the middle of the port and you can see from the windows constructions going on, Chinese entrepreneurships building super fast as crazy. And at the same time, I mean, these people operating here are really also operating in other places in town. So they have a connection with the museum. So there's also like educational going on that it's linked to this platform.
We are at the Modern and Contemporary Art Museum when you are invited to exhibit one of your artworks. Could you tell us about this collaboration?
I've been invited here to be part of this show that talks about ports and infrastructures. I'm exhibiting a video that I made in 2021 in Iceland, again connected to the Polar Silk Road and One Belt, One Road project. And I like to have this opportunity to also be part of a show while I'm in residency. So I imagined a Chinese guided tour run by a Chinese guide to several places that might be hit by mass tourism in Iceland. But at the same time, all the information you see in the video are based on true facts. It operates in between reality and fiction, and that's why I call it mockumentary. Like sometimes it seems like a documentary, but you'd never have direct interviews. You have this range of floating information that are all based on true facts.
And to come back about a previous conversation we had, what were your relationship with residencies and also public institutions like this one?
So residencies for me are always really important because it's a way for me to dig into the place and also get in touch with communities, to relate with the museums and the local institutions, and I think it's an important part of our work also to dialogue in a nice way and to communicate your needs as an artist to the institution in order to let the museum being an open platform for everyone.